Hi, I'm Charmaine. Welcome to the Love of Self podcast, where we delve into the emotional aspects of finding love for self. Today's topic is roaming free. I've recently been remembering a dream that I had a few years back. In this dream, I was walking down a path and I came across two horses. Two very big, beautiful white horses. Both of them looked exactly the same. They were both standing across the path, facing each other, noses touching where I came across. And I felt inside in this dream that I needed to choose one. So I decided to go with the horse on the right. I walked down with my horse selection and come across a barn where the horse was living. And I found out that I chose a horse that was extremely hostile. This horse was very dangerous to ride. It didn't seem to like humans. This horse kicked people off of it and was very aggressive. It injured people to the point of being paralyzed. So once I understood that this horse was a danger, I decided to pray for it and talk to it telepathically. So I put my hand on the horse's face and I started to pray for healing. And then I remember asking the horse, "Why are you so angry? Why are you doing this to people?" And I could hear the horse's response. And the horse told me that it was tired of being used, taken for granted. It was tired of people deciding that they could just hop on his back and do what they wanted to with him. He was angry that he could not do as a horse naturally does, which is roam free. He did not want to be in the stable. He did not want to be confined. He did not want to be used for other people's upliftment. The horse didn't want to carry others to elevation anymore. They did not want to carry the massive load of power over it. The horse wanted to freely elevate themselves by living their own life. And he didn't feel like it was fair that he was being used in the way that he was. The horse started speaking about people just climbing on his back and riding him and not asking first, just expecting to be carried. It angered him so much that he couldn't take it anymore and would just kick people off. It infuriated the horse in a way so much that it didn't care whether or not they were injured. It didn't care whether or not someone was harmed by its reaction. The horse was so infuriated within itself that it voided itself of the emotion that it felt people voided of their use of it. They didn't care about its pain, so it didn't care about theirs. When I got that message from the horse, I let him know that I understood. I let the horse know that I wasn't here to use him, but I was here to work with it. I wanted to let the horse understand that I appreciated it, and I would only ride him if it was okay. I wanted the horse to know that I appreciated its upliftment of me. allowing me to use its strength to carry me where I needed to be. And I wanted the horse to know that I would guide it in a direction that is best, in a direction that is more joyous and free. How I later interpreted this dream was the horses representing parts of myself, the parts of myself that I needed to take a look at and figure out why there was anger and harm there. I needed to take a moment and look at a part of myself to see why it was so destructive. I needed to listen to that part. I needed to understand the meaning, the substance behind the behavior. I needed to see something within myself. And more importantly, I needed to make a decision and choose to look at the bad things within me and why it was creating harm, whether it be myself or others. The symbolism of a horse's strength in particular. Horses are known to be free roamers in their natural state, and our use of them helps us to appreciate a gentle power. There's a lot of strength within a horse's energy. They're both extremely strong, carry a lot of weight, and they're extremely fast at the same time. They're tall at the same time. They're beautiful at the same time. Graceful at the same time. But when a horse feels like it can destroy what they know is not to their liking with one swift move. In this dream and my interpretation of it, I see the need to discover within myself the choices that I need to make toward my emotions, and discovering the substance or essence to why certain behaviors that I decide to take on are destructive, harmful, why there's a lack of peace there, why I've harbored so much anger inside that makes me want to lash out, that makes me want to revert instead of propel, that makes me not want to care about the effects of my actions. There's obviously something I need to pay attention to, something I need to understand, something I need to speak to in some way that helps me to be more free, that helps me to not need to be harmful, that helps me to be considerate of the actions and reactions that I take, something that helps me to roam free within what I know is right for me, to live the way I see fit to live, to not be used in a way that's one-sided, but rather guided toward a new and better place for everyone. I'd like to thank you for taking these few moments to listen to what I have to say. I greatly appreciate you. So I'd like to ask you, what are your thoughts of this dream that I had? Do you interpret it the same way? Do you see where the horse was coming from? Do you see where the horse had valid points? Can you take a second to think about the times where you wanted to kick something off of your back because you didn't want to be used anymore, and the effects of that, the benefits of that, the harmfulness of the way we go about it sometimes? Can we take a look at the place that these reactions come from and see if we can uplift it in some way? listen to it in some way, guide it in a direction that's more positive. I'd love to hear from you. Please comment or email theloveofselfpodcast@gmail.com. Please remember, I am not a therapist. Also, my new book is out, Love Yourself, a book of poetry and spiritual writings for self-love. It's available now on bookbaby.com. Purchase link is in my Instagram bio. I wish you all peace, love, and joy always. Until next time.